charity. This has all the atmosphere and fun of a Pro-Am golf event.
Good racing, very good racing.
Getting the lead back here.
This is big, live on speed.
And around they go. Oh my goodness.
We have so many good late model stock drivers.
Somebody's getting ready to use somebody up here pretty soon.
He's getting fuel. It's Denny Hamlin. It's a Thursday night twin bill at Richmond International Raceway. The Denny Hamlin Foundation presents benefits from the Denny Hamlin Short Track Showdown. A very popular event, held the first few years at Southside Speedway and then moved up here to the big track to help accommodate live television. Glad to have you with us tonight on Speed. I'm Mike Joy with Phil Parsons. Marcus, you never know what happens when you leave the door open. Marcus Ambrose comes in. He's got a great story to tell about tonight's race, one of the young fellas in it, and it's all for a great cause. You can participate from home, so have a pencil and paper ready. We're going to tell you how in just a little bit. But first, Marcus, you've got a dog in this fight tonight.
I do. I actually raced this event back in 2010. It's just a great race to be part of, but I'm here tonight as a team owner. I've got a 15-year-old from Kentucky, Ben Rhodes, drove my 91 car tonight. We couldn't get the number 9, so 91's it. He did well, qualified 13th, and looking forward to coaching him around tonight. And where else can you go as a 15-year-old and get to match up against NASCAR Sprint Cup drivers? It's an awesome event, and proud to be part of it and fielding an entry.
Well, for the Cup guys, this is play night. For the late model racers, Phil, that have a chance, a rare chance to race against them, is this the audition?
I think it is. This is, you know, as you mentioned, for Joey Logano and for Kyle Busch and Denny, all these guys, it's a night to have some fun. I mean, Jeff Burton wanted to have so much fun that he built his own car to come and run this event. But for the guys like Marcus's driver, Ben Rhodes, and all these other young drivers and local drivers, this is an opportunity to race against the very best in the world. And if you come in here like C.E. Falk did a couple years ago at Southside and beat these guys, people notice.
All right, let's get downstairs, down to the starting grid. Here's Bob Dillner.
Denny Hamlin, the defending winner of this event, but this event is more than just winning. It's about doing things for a great cause and a great night here for your foundation at Richmond.
Yeah, we're so proud. This is the 5th annual Denny Hamlin Short Track Showdown, and as you can see by the starting grid, we got a great mix up front of your local stars here in the Mid-Atlantic region, and you got some of the Cup guys up there. So I think how my car's running, I'm going to have a good view of the front, but I'm not sure I'll be up there. We're going to try everything we can, and we got 7 laps to get it done.
Denny Hamlin's got a long way to go and a short time to get there. He rolls off 19th tonight.
Marcus, give us a little idea on how different these cars are to drive here than a Cup car.
Well, they're a lot lighter and they have less horsepower, and the corner speed is very high in these cars, and there's very little braking going on with these machines, but they're going to burn their tyres up. This is a long race for a limited late model, and they're going to be really working these tyres hard.
All right, let's join Hermie Sadler.
Well, C.E. Falk is a former winner of this event over at Southside Speedway. I guess you'd like to taste victory lane here at the big track.
Yeah, I've been dreaming about it since I was about 5 years old, Hermie. Watched a lot of races from these grandstands, and just to compete here for the 2nd year in a row is pretty cool. And getting to start next to a 3-time champ over there, that's pretty awesome too. But we got great Carl's Racing Products Camry, and we're gonna put on a show for you fans here at home tonight.
And C.E. Falk, he's got a good qualifying run, Bob.
And Tony Stewart, best in class, best among the Cup guys, starting 4th here tonight. Your car rolling to the grid. We were just joking about how much fun this is, or not, or what.
Yeah, it is a lot of. I can barely hear now, but no, it is fun. I mean, the only hard part is I'm driving for Lee McCall, and you know, his history with Sterling Marlin. He demands excellence, so they brought an awesome race car here, and you know, we got our buddies from JD Byrider on the car. We've been with them for 16 years now, so glad to have JD Byrider on tonight. And I actually qualified decent at Richmond for once, so I'm not going to know what to do actually watching the guy drop the green flag tonight.
Tony Stewart joking around. He said if he doesn't do well, he may get fired by Lee McCall.
Oh, I doubt it. C.E. Falk won the first practice. Tony Stewart was fastest in the second practice session. As they get ready to line up, 37 cars are here for this invitational, and the promoter said start them all.
Absolutely. I think great idea. And they're going to run 50 laps here, and then they're going to have around 50, and then they're going to have a halftime break. And the guys will be able to do anything they would do on a normal pit stop, with a maximum of changing 2 tires. You can move tires around different positions because these are bi-split tires and the size is very, very important. But you can't change 2 tires and do whatever else you might have done on a regular pit stop at about the halfway point.
Well, I like this format because you wouldn't want to give the Cup pit crews a huge advantage if you had, pit stops under green or caution.
That's what this form of racing is all about. It's allowing these junior drivers a chance to shine and put it all back in the driver's hands. You don't need a fancy pit crew or the fastest rattle gun. You just need a good handling car and a good team around you, and hopefully you can get it done on the night.
So 37 drivers, a mixture of Sprint Cup stars and local late model racers are set to battle here on Richmond International Raceway's 3/4 mile for fame and glory, and all for a great cause, the Denny Hamlin Foundation. Ready to go racing? Let's go trackside for the command.
Race fans, it's time for those most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome Denny's cousin, Kevin Jones. Drivers, start your engine!
Stewarts and Hamlins, Almirollas and Fittipaldis and more. Oh my, we're going short track racing at Richmond. Engines are fired, ready to race. The Denny Hamlin Short Track Showdown brought to you by Toyota Care. Glad to have you with us on speed this evening. A thrilling K&N Pro Series East race won by Brett Moffitt, Chase Elliott, Corey LaJoie, and now Sprint Cup Series regulars square off against some of the best late model racers in the region. There's a look at the starting grid. Darrell Wallace just completed that event.
Start right beside Tony Stewart. Tony said he can finally see the flagman drop the green flag. He said he never sees that in Richmond.
Brandon Butler, Greg Edwards up at the top of the grid. Jeff Burton, C.E. Falk, who won 2 years ago. Kyle Busch, Nate Monteith. A good mix of Cup drivers and late model racers. They're in the top 8 spots.
See, Joey Logano is going to start back in row number 5. Joey joined us for the K&N race up here in the booth. Did a nice job, and we'll start this race, have a little bit of fun from the 5th row.
Yep, Travis Braden with him, Clint King, Patty Rodenbeck. There's Ben Rhodes. They're in row 7. That's Marcus Ambrose's car next to Ronnie Bassett. Nick Smith. Pietro Fittipaldi is the world champion, Emerson's grandson.
Yeah, that's right. Starts back in row number 9. There's Denny and Sergio Pena back in row number 10. Strong row right there.
Yep, Chase Elliott just climbed out of his K&N car next to Garrett Campbell. Richard Boswell. Is that Dickie Boswell's
It is.
my son?
Yeah, my buddy Dickie Boswell.
Yeah.
Talked to him earlier down in the garage area.
All right, Scott Turlington and of course Eddie Johnson up there at the top of that group. Almirola with Justin Johnson. Austin Self, Peyton Sellers, former national champion of the Whelen All-American Series. Dylan Lupton, Woody Howard, Jeff Oakley, Ryan Robertson. David Polans, Curtis Markham, a longtime Busch Series driver and most recently Cup Series spotter. Jason White out of the Truck Series, Matt Bowling. Let's check with Bob.
Well, Mike, Joey, we talk all about the youth of this sport, but in this race, take a look at the front row and the ages on the front row. Your pole sitter, Greg Edwards, he's 40 years old. He's been running these late model stock cars here in Southern Virginia for years. In fact, he's a championship contender at nearby Langley Speedway. And on the outside, a former Busch North Series competitor and late model stock car veteran, that's Brandon Butler. He is 39 years old. These guys would love to go to victory lane on a big stage under the big spotlights here of Richmond International. In fact, this is one of only 4 races Brandon will compete in this year.
Well, Bob, this race is all about charity for the Denny Hamlin Foundation, but every driver in this field wants to win this race. Let me tell you how this race has evolved. It used to be you would find a late model stock car racer that races on Friday and Saturday night, rent a car, go out here and have some fun. But not anymore. Look at Jeff Burton. First time ever in this race, he built a brand new car from the ground up, J. Hedgecock chassis. He did all the rest of the finished fab work in his own shop, brand new engine, spent a lot of time and money and testing. I asked him earlier today why. He said, why else? To win. These guys are all about winning this race, charity or not. Mike?
Thanks, Hermie. And here's how you can help. The Denny Hamlin Foundation committed to raising awareness and funds for specific needs of children with cystic fibrosis. You can go to dennyhamlinfoundation.org or call the phone number at the bottom of your screen to pledge your help. 888, toll-free call, 844-2929.
There are operators standing by right now to take your call. My daughter is one of them.
Terrific, yeah. Tonight's event will benefit the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, St. Jude's Children's Hospital, the Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU, Victory Junction Gang Camp, and the NASCAR Foundation. The Denny Hamlin Foundation has raised over $1 million since 2007.
Good looking race car there for Denny.
And a pretty quick one in practice as well. Getting ready for the green flag in the Denny Hamlin Foundation race.